are with the final season of Jersey Shore. New season, who dis? But yes, we are at the final season. We're wrapping this up. And like I've said, I'm not going to be covering Jersey Shore Family Vacation on the Patreon at all. I have made references to it along the way, but we'll not be covering it fully. But yeah, we're ending it off. I will be announcing at the end of the episode what is coming next. So stay tuned for that and we'll get into that. But before all that, guys, let's get into the reason we're here. We're just going to do episode 1 and 2 on this episode. I don't know if we'll be doing 3, but stay tuned. We'll see how this goes. So here we are, guys, season 6, the final season, episode 1. And we start off with Mike, seeing him driving to the shore house. And y'all, he is healthy. He is sober. And he explains, I went to rehab. And Paula, of all people, has been the one that's at his side through all of this. We actually have a scene where we see Paula at his mom's house for dinner. Now, there's no label on their relationship, but it could get there. We see Snooki is pregnant, which again, I know I said I wasn't going to be covering like Snooks and Jenny, Pauly Shore, the Pauly D Project was the show that came on during this time. I won't be covering those either. But we do see that's kind of where Nicole announced her pregnancy. There's a few seasons of that. We do see the birth of Lorenzo on that season as well, or that was the show. I'm pretty sure Snooki and JWoww stayed on past season 6 of Jersey Shore, but I think only had like 2 seasons if I remember correctly. But yeah, so we see that Snooki is pregnant, and I think engaged as well. I think they were engaged at this point. We do, as we just mentioned, talk Snooki and JWoww because they were actually going to be living together, if I remember correctly. That they were going to be living together for the show. So we kind of see that, and it's kind of probably one reason why the show didn't last very long because, like, I just don't think they had a format that would have worked in the way that we have with Jersey Shore Family Vacation now, where everyone has their own home, everyone has their own lives, they come together. They didn't have that format quite figured out yet, I think. So Roger, because now Roger and Jenny are living together, he's unhappy about Jenny leaving, but this is the last time. Let us have it, Roger. Let us have it. Anyway, Mike is going to be cooking for everyone. So he's hoping that this will bring everyone together, you know? So this is what he's doing. So he's literally going, we see him buying the meats, buying the carbs, the whole thing. He's going out there and shopping, and he's hoping that this brings everyone together. Y'all, if you remember from the reunion, we said that Ron and Sam were not together. Well, with quick succession, are they not back together for, well, the last time? This is the last time they'll be together. I think they were together for a while. Was it like 4 or 5 years they were together and ended badly? We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it at the end of the season. I should make note of that actually, so I don't forget. We'll talk about it. Probably do a separate episode just of the catch up and see where everybody is these days. So Vinny is hating on Gianni. He's like, how do we know if Gianni's the father? I could be the father. Impossible. Impossible. But for whatever reason, he's hating on Gianni, and I think actively hating on Gianni, which I think he's doing on his own. Gianni dislikes Vinny. I think they're fine now. But yeah, I think like yeah, whatever. Anyways, moving on. Dina has a new boyfriend. And that boyfriend is Chris, who she does marry later on, has 2 beautiful sons with, and yeah, this is her person. And it's so like we see Chris a lot in Jersey Shore Family Vacation. So it's really great kind of being able to go back and see their love first start and how in love they are. She did good. Dina gets to the house and Mike is like, damn, she looks good because she lost a lot of weight. She's looking great. So they're noticing that. Mike, for sure, is noticing that. Um, Snooky gets there and she does not want to be anywhere near Mike. She's like, listen, I'm happy, like I mentioned before in a couple episodes ago, happy he's healthy and he's dealing with his sobriety, but we are not friends. I want nothing to do with him. The meatballs are talking about how we are going to meatball when one of our meatballs is growing a meatball. Well, she's like, I can still be a meatball, I just can't drink. So we're gonna figure out the meatball situation. Um, when one meatball is out of commission, we'll figure it out. Anyway, it's dinner time, and Mike says, the last year, I should say, has been tough. Um, and I think one person said the year just started, or he said like, yeah, the last year's been tough, and like the year just started. But he's like, okay, then I love you. Let's eat. So it's fine. He talks about quitting the hard stuff, which I don't remember what his drug of choice was. Not sure if it got any harder than painkillers. I know painkillers was one of them. What type of painkillers I don't know, but maybe I'll dig into that. I'll see how I feel. But yeah, he says he quit the hard stuff. He says I stopped because I was tired. He went to rehab for 34 days. He says I have let everyone down here, and he singles everyone out individually and apologizes. Istuki says, listen, I love that he apologized, but I don't know. If, you know what? And that's okay. You don't have to forgive him right away because all of a sudden he's sober. He has to earn it. And yeah, that I get. And she's like, I could forgive, but like I won't forget. And you should never forget. And Jen says, I will take the wait and see approach, see how things go. Like allow you to prove it to me, basically. He also congratulates Snooky on her baby and the engagement. And she does say thank you. They're making strides. So that's all you can ask for. Then we go see our favorite, Danny. One of the last times we'll see Danny. We do see Danny on Jersey Shore Family Vacation a few times, and when we do, it's a happy moment. We love Danny, and I'll do an update on Danny for sure at the end of the season. So Mike says it's going to be a huge test on his sobriety because he hasn't done any of this before. For a full summer, like not drink, not do any of this, be in an environment where people are drinking. So this is going to be an experience for him. Now, I don't know if this is something I would suggest a newly recovered um uh, addict to do. But he's capable of doing it now, and I think he's perfectly fine now and can handle it. I don't know if this was a good idea for him then, but nonetheless. Dina calls Chris and leaves him a message. She's missing him already. It's only been one night. Not even. The next day, everyone is up early. They go to the tanning salon because, of course, and Paula is there being wifey to Mike. And poor Snooki can't tan. She can't do it because that's going to shock the system. She is with child. She can't tan. So Polly's like, that's okay because now I get to be the tannest person in the house. So he's loving this. Where she's like, God damn it. I guess you can't even do like bronzer. I guess even inhaling bronzer would be bad. I don't know. I don't know. Nothing I need to think about because I'm never doing any of this. The girls go to lunch and Dina starts breaking down, just starts crying. And everyone's like, what's going on? Like, what's going on, y'all? She misses Chris. You're seriously breaking down crying because you miss your boyfriend? This is some shit. An injury. An injury. Because I am not crying because I miss my boyfriend. Not if it's only been like a good day. Now, come to me when your husband gets deported. Now let's say something. Then, But yeah, this is an injury. Um, Everyone is on the top deck of the house. And Dina, famously, another famous moment. If you've seen it, you know it. If it's in your head right now, you are our peoples. Just falls off the hammock epically. Like she literally does like a boom on her butt, boom on her head, and then boom falls down completely. It's perfection. Perfection. Just classic. Anyway, everyone is going to, you say it with me, karma. Except for Snooki. Snooki can't go to Karma because Snooki is with child. She can't go to Karma. Though she wants to go to Karma, she thinks that it'd be trashy if she were to go to Karma. So her and Gianni, instead of going to Karma, are going to go on a date near Karma. That's like dangling a carrot in front of a rabbit. Like, why would you do that? So Johnny shows up, and the awkward feeling that crosses over the room when Vinny walks in because Johnny's like, this fucking guy fucked my girlfriend and all this, where Vinny's like, God, this guy hates me because I had sex with his girlfriend. Like, it's so awkward. So awkward. Neither person says a damn word to each other. But it's like, I don't remember it being this bad in season 5. But I think the reason being, if I remember correctly, is I don't think Snooki admitted that they had sex. I wonder if he saw it back and is like, oh, so you had sex. And now it's weird. So, yeah, I think that's kind of what happened. When Snooki and Johnny get to the restaurant, Johnny knows about everyone. Hey, 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 how you doing? Like, he's just saying hi to everybody. And Snooki's like, fuck's sakes, like, you gotta know everybody. But she's struggling because she just wants to be at Karma. It's the first night at Karma. She should be there. I want to be there. And she's like, I could go dance. But like, I know I don't want to drink. I'm sorry. If you really truly have to go to a club and you have to drink, you might not have a problem. I'm just saying you might have a problem on a dress. But Johnny's like, you want to go? Then let's go. Like, we can go to Karma. She's like, no, no, it's trashy. If you saw a pregnant woman at the club, you're gonna tell her she should be home. Like, no, I'm not gonna go. But she really wants to go. Like, she won't let it go, which I think is annoying him. That she won't let it go. That she really wants to be there. But Snooki's like, it's fine. We're gonna enjoy our time here while hearing the house music in the background. It's gonna be fun. But this is, while we're going over back to Karma, this is the first time Mike is going to be at the club sober. And I don't know if this is a good idea. I really don't. Um, he's like, this is going to be a test. And I'm like, I don't know if this is like a test you want to take. What happens if you fail it? You're right back where you started. Like, I don't know, man. But spoiler alert, he handles it beautifully. But Gianni drops a bomb. He's like, oh, so like, I'm not going to be here next weekend because he apparently is going to be in Florida for a fight. If you remember, Johnny would do fights and whatever back in the day. I don't know if he still does, but he did. So she had no clue, or she didn't remember. She's like, great. So like, who's going to hang out with me? Because none of the roommates are going to hang out with me. They're going to want to drink and go dance, and I can't. So she's struggling with that idea. Poor thing. But anyway, that's episode 1. That's episode 1.